As a student, how do you properly study? By now, you've already watched countless videos regarding different study techniques, but they're completely useless if you are not able to focus. Which is why in this video, I will be teaching you a 5-step process that you can do every study session so that you'll reach the peak of your flow state. Now, the first step is mind preparation. You need to find the time where your brain works best. And I know this is very obvious advice, but what most people do is do something before they actually study. It's like they do what's fun first and then study. So for example, some people play video games or go out and have fun and then they study. And that is actually pretty bad, since your brain does not have infinite capacity. So every action you do, whether good or bad, will zap your brain from its energy. Which is why it is very important for you to do the important task first before you have fun. Which is why, again, you should study first and basically find ways to help your mind learn things more quickly. May it be having a cup of coffee before studying, being fasted, or exercise, or whatever you can do and want to do to be able to maximize your mind. Now, the second step is goal setting. I know most of you probably just sit down and just study without even creating a goal. Well, after you prepared your mind, the next step is to actually find a goal that is not too difficult, that it just makes you feel more anxious, but also not too easy that you just get bored. This will take a lot of experimentation, but you need to be able to know what you're capable in studying in this very moment. Now, one thing that you can follow is you should create SMART goals. So S-M-A-R-T. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, or basically make your goal trackable. And then A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time bounded. So you should create goals with these 5 key points in mind. Now, the third step is to just simply do it. There's no going around it. If you are a student and you want to be able to pass your tests, then you have to study. There is no magical or scientific thing that you can do to be able to pass your tests without studying. Unless if you're a genius, then all the power to you. But at the end of the day, being able to become a top student and a student who keeps on passing every single test all comes down to whether or not you are willing to and are able to work hard consistently. Now, the fourth thing that you should do every after study session is you need to track your progress. Now, a lot of students, especially when they study, they do not track the moments where they had a hard time or they were distracted. And that's actually pretty bad, since you won't be able to know what are your weaknesses or even strengths. So it would be very recommendable if you're able to just set a short amount of time into reflecting on what you learned, any difficulties you had, and even parts where you just find it easy. This will again help you know what you're capable of and basically improve easier, since you'll have enough information about yourself on what you're bad at and good at. Additionally, if you track your progress, you'll have an easier time being able to enter the peak of your flow state in the next study session, since you'll already know what not to do and what to do. Now, the last step and the most important step is you need to simply review every after study session or even during classes. This will basically save you a lot of time in the future on not having to relearn the material that you already learned. It will help retain the memory that you've gained, and overall you will feel much more comfortable in your school life. And that will actually also help you improve being able to enter the peak of your flow state, since it will reduce the stress that you have and be able to maintain a good stress level, which is perfect for entering the flow state. Now, if you do this 5-step process, then I guarantee you will be able to achieve the peak of your flow state and have an easier school year ahead. You'll avoid most of the problems that students have and even enjoy school for a little bit. However, if you're still not able to achieve the flow state, then don't worry, it's normal. What matters is that you're trying and practicing every single day so that one day you'll be able to enter the flow state easily and achieve greater things.